In this video, part 2, I am going to be talking to you about the tips and tricks and techniques that you could use to gain your first clients. Whether it's your first as in number 1 or your first few clients. And you can also use these tips, tricks and techniques for a while. So not just your first client, but to gain many clients. So in this video, I am going to focus on hairdressing. So if you're someone who's learned how to braid hair, for example, if you're someone who has learned how to do locks, if you're someone who has learned how to customize wigs, then this is the place for you. If you're someone who wants to work from home or even work mobile, this is the place for you. If you're someone who's learned how to do nails, but it's like you're sort of asking yourself, how can I gain my first clients? Where am I going to find people? How am I going to get people to trust me enough with their beautiful hair and their lovely nails for me to kind of express my craft on? Guys, here, come here, take a seat. This is the place. By the way, my name is Carol. I've been doing hair braiding for a while. So the tips and tricks and techniques that I'll give you are the things that I did to gain my first clients. And I think these tips and tricks and techniques are still on. So they are not outdated. They can still very well work in this day and age with anyone. So whether you are a teenager learning to braid hair or do nails, whether you are, 30 years old, whether you're 40, whether you're 50, whether you're starting now, whether you're going to start in the next, 6 months, 1 year, 10 years, 20 years, these things are still going to work. So I've written a few things down. So I'm just going to be peeping at just my note, just to kind of get my brain, in place, just so that I don't kind of talk. So the first thing that we'll focus on in this case, this is to do with hair braiding or hairdressing. So you already know your craft. So in this video, I'm talking about how to learn how to braid hair. So you already know your craft. Now you're just wondering, how can I get my first client? Where am I going to find them? No one told me where to find them. Am I just going to stand by the roadside and call anyone in and braid their hair? Am I going to, take a mic and be shouting everywhere? How am I going to do it? No one told me about it. So this is the place for you. So hairdressing. So in hairdressing, we have braiding, locks, wig customization, and we are also focusing on nails. So yeah, all them 3 categories of crafts. With hair braiding and nails, right? Even locks. Get the people around you to trust you enough to do their hair or to do their nails. Because this is what will happen. This is what you focus on. So let's say, for example, you've got few friends around you. You've got nieces or even nephews, because boys do their hair as well, like their hair done as well. You have a few people around you that, that trust you, you're familiar with. They're not your client, they're not your customers, but you just need to use your craft on them and then take pictures of what you've done. A good phone with a good camera, basically. So let's say, for example, you've done their hair. Always take pictures. So perhaps you've even done their hair for free. Money is not, at this point, it's not about the money. It's about getting clients, right? So you've done their hair. Take pictures of them hair that you've done. Create your Instagram page to do with your business, of course, and Facebook page, and post those pictures there. So focusing, and by the way, do the same thing for nails as well. So you've got a few people around you, whether friends, do it even for free, or do it for like a fraction of what you normally charge. If it's okay, it all depends on you. So whatever makes you feel, whatever you're comfortable doing, that's fine. Because at this point, remember, you are not looking for money. You're looking for how to gain your first paid client. So you're using this technique to eventually get people that will come and actually pay the full price. So pay as client. So at this point, you're just trying to put yourself out there just so that you are known by people that you don't know, basically. So you've done their nails as well. Take pictures always. Set up your Instagram, Facebook page. Mind you, just for nails, I see this thing countless times where people are doing a business or a side hustle, and on their Instagram page and YouTube page, sorry, not YouTube, Instagram and Facebook page, they mix everything on their page. So they put pictures of themselves, pictures of clients, pictures of their cats, pictures of them eating, pictures of them cooking. That's not a business page. So make your business page focus on what your business is all about. Guys, we need to be professional here, isn't it? So trying to be professional. So give good impression to your clients, to people who don't even know you. People can trust you with their hair or their nails. So you've set up your page, posted these pictures. Then you're saying to yourself, oh my God, it's taking me so long to gain clients. How come no one is seeing me on Instagram? How come no one is doing this? Where am I going to get the clients? It's a bit slow at first. Yes, we've all gone through it. It's a bit slow. No one ever said business is easy. It's not like a walk in the park. So the next thing that you do is, and mind you, at this time, you do not have a budget to pay for advertisement. So you do not have money. You're trying to kind of, you're trying your hardest. So the next thing that you do is print yourself some leaflets. Go on to Canva, for example, or Vistaprint. Design your leaflet and then print a few. What I did in my days, I printed, I think they are called complimentary cards. Them small cards like business cards or something. That's what I did in my days. So now you can also print those cards. You can, pay for them. I used to do mine in my city. Or you can print leaflets, or both. And what I used to do was, guys, you need to be able to know where the type of clients that you are trying to attract will visit. Let me make it make sense. So for example, that, okay, your target would be Afro hair, right? People with Afro hair, right? And even European hair, but the majority, for example, that's what I did. Afro hair. And I know that, or I knew then that a lot of African people shop at particular store. Guys, I whether it's a store selling meat, that did not really bother me. I wanted money. So beauty stores or beauty shop, where they sell hair extensions and stuff. So I targeted the stores where Afro people will shop at. Printed my leaflet, asked the shopkeeper, can I keep my leaflets there and please help share Bob's your uncle? They said yes. Went to the meat. I'm sorry, I'm saying this, I'm even laughing now. But to be honest, I gained a lot of clients from all these places. Also dropped my leaflets at, fruit and vegetable stores and just beg them to kind of put them, people's shopping. Whenever people shop there, Afro people, anyone that they felt like, just put it there. And the next thing that I did was, I always had a business card in my bag. Person who was not confident. I couldn't even sit in front of a camera and talk. I was extremely shy before. But when you need money, you need money. So I had to work. I had to think of ways to advertise myself, advertise my craft. So I had business cards in my bag. So this is something that you can do. I'm just, you know, sharing this free information just like that. So have your business cards in your bag. And what you can do is, and which is what I did, whenever you are out there in town, walking, you know, out and about, doing your shopping, if you saw someone that you felt this may be a potential client, just walk up to them, introduce yourself and your business, give them a card. So please call you or contact you if they need their hair done. And remember, on your card you put your social media page and all that. And even say to them, if they do contact you and come, they'll get a discount. So because you're trying to get customers in, so this is what you do. So that's what I did. And then I started having clients, you know. I started having paid clients. Because remember, the initial pictures that you took of your friends, family's hair or nails that you did, first of all, family and friends are not clients. What? So it was just a way for you to get pictures that you can put on your platform, on your social media or Instagram and Facebook page. Then the next step was to distribute these cards or these business cards or these leaflets, and eventually get people who will also go and visit your page and see these pictures and trust that you actually know what you are doing, because they need to see. People are visual. You can't just say to someone, I know how to do hair, come, I'll do your hair, and they trust you enough to come. You know, it may happen in some cases, but the majority of people will not. So they need to be able to see and even see the styles that you've done. So they need to be able to see in order to trust that this person knows what they are doing. So that's what you do. And then you post it. And yeah, so every time you're out there, just walk up to people. You know, if you are someone who is extremely shy, in this case, do not be shy. If you're scared to talk, in this case, swallow your fear. If you are, I don't know, if you're thinking to yourself, you know, I look or sound or I am ridiculous, people will think I am ridiculous, just say to yourself, what's the worst that can happen? You know, the worst that can happen is they might even ignore you, then that's fine, you know, or they might say, I'm not interested, that's fine. They're not interested, move on to the next person. So yeah, just keep distributing your card and so on. And the more you start having people visit your page and seeing your work, and mind you, only post your work, never ever, this is what I always advise everyone, never post anybody's work on your page and claim that it is yours. Never. It's not good. It's not good for business. It gives a very wrong impression of you and your aptitude, maybe it just shows that you're claiming to know what you're doing, yet you don't. Especially when you're posting a picture that people already know where it is from, because social media is so, you know, people follow many different people or people's pages or creators or influencers. So you might post a picture that a lot of people have already seen on a particular person's page, and you know, them knowing where that picture is from, they've seen the hair, they've seen the face and everything, and then you claiming now, you posting it on your page, not even acknowledging that it's someone else's work. You know, it just makes everyone understand that you're claiming it as if it was yours, yet it's not. So it's a level of dishonesty. So it just kind of, nah, it's not nice. Don't do it. Don't do it, guys. If you're doing business, stay busy. Like, keep your business cap on when you're talking or doing your business. Keep your business cap on. So that's how you gain your first client. That's the secret. Always tell them, please refer anyone. Anyone ask, feel free to give my number. Like, you do not need to ask me before giving them my number. Feel free to give them my number. And that's how you gain your first client. So guys, I hope that this has been informative. The next video, I think we may focus on things like communication, like how to communicate with your client, the types of client that you encounter, because I think it's really important. It's not just about doing hair, it's not just about practicing your creativity, it's not just about developing your craft and expressing your craft, it's not just about, you know, providing a service in a way that you're just doing the hair or doing the nails. It's not just about that. There's a lot more. There's a lot more that comes into this in order for you to have a client base. There's a lot more. So I'll be telling you more and more about this. So yeah. So if you're someone who was interested in hair braiding, locks, I don't know, wig customization, just go ahead and learn your craft. If you're interested in that, all them creative skills, go ahead and do it and earn yourself some money. Alright guys, so we've come to the end of our video. If you like this video, please, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up. All my social media page or my social media platforms are in the bar below, I think somewhere there. So feel free to follow me there, and if you want me to talk about any specific aspect of, you know, side hustles that one can do from home, just feel free to ask and I'll do it. Okay. We've come to the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for staying this long, and see you next time. Bye.